Hey everyone, last time for your attention, and you're gonna go for the perfect record.
Good evening, guys. You have already had three presentations, so maybe now you do not have enough energy. But this is the last but not least. Okay, we want to do I want to ask one question to everybody. Like, among all of them, including the Josh, if anybody is using the 24 hours wisely, that's the reason we are here. To present how you can use your time, but first we want to hand out something about our presentation.
You're recording that?
Yeah.
They told you?
Yeah.
Okay, myself Yagnik Susaya, and I'm representing this presentation with my four members, the Mansu, Krupali, Ankur, and the Palme. Okay. Here we go. This is the outline of the presentation. So what we are going to represent in here. So first one is why we need a time management. Okay, what is a time management? Time management tools. What type of skill we need to improve our time? How we can use it in our usual life? What type of hurdles we will face when we optimize the time in real life? Okay, we want to do something but we are not able to. Why? In the last, we will give you one live example as well, so everybody can see that how you can manage your time. Okay. Here we go. Introduction. So time is what we want most, but we can't use. Okay. We are losing. We use was. Sometimes we are getting a phone calls. We are doing good things, but we we can't concentrate on one stuff. Time management very essential things to get our success. If we want to success, we have to set some goal. We have to manage, we have to set some priorities as well, so we can achieve our goals. Our full life is depend on our time management. Yeah, every time we have to manage something. Otherwise, we can't do anything with that. So we have to allocate our time wisely. You can make money, but you can't make a time. And a well-planned life will give the time for everything. So why time management we need? So I have one good pictures. The one guy who trying to go in past and who wants to stop the time, but we can't. So we have to manage. Time is a non-reversible item. Yeah, we can't renewable. So we have to use it wisely. If we can use the time more effectively, then we can do more. So the less time is equal to less, things done in less time is equal to less stress. Okay, what is the time management? What do I do? When do I do? And how well I do it? So this is the main three questions. Okay, how I can manage everything in proper manner. So time management is a planning to utilize our time effectively to do our work and get success of our specific goal. So everybody know that in the past, in first generation, maybe they are using taking notes I will do this stuff, blah blah blah. After that, in second generation, they are using the calendars and using some books and notes. And in third generation, they are setting the goals. They are prioritizing as weekly, but now nobody have time to prioritize this stuff. Okay, in fourth generation, I do not have any time to do the prioritize stuff, but we have to. The next slide will explained by the Mansu.
Thank you. We need to manage time more effectively and wisely so that right time to the right activity. So there will be a number of benefits that we'll get from the time management. So it will definitely reduce your stress and fatigue once you have managed your time, and it will definitely give you more efficient work and great quality output work. So it also helps to focus on your responsibility and goals, and you can do work easily and efficiently. So it will also achieve, you will also achieve a greater success in a very helpful and highly viable role as a main leader. So you can also feel comfortable, healthier, and more energetic and in a great mood. So there are a number of hurdles as well and obstacles which you face in the time management. So few of the culprits are listed here. Meanwhile, if you are accomplishing a particular goal, and if you're accomplishing a particular work and the cell phone rings, so it will definitely affect your task. It will get you away from the task, what you are doing at that time. So if you're delegating other things to, like wrong resources to wrong people, so it will make you delay and wastage of time, and like extending lunch breaks, and if you place a mess on the table and you have to do a particular task and you find here and there what's going on there, so it will take more time. So poorly meeting arrangement and become more socializing and meaningful information. So if you poorly manage planning, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So planning is also important. Procrastination, if you not do right thing at the right time, so it will get you more delay, and you will be getting hurt up from there. And not sticking to the priority, not making important things and not important things, not setting your priority and goals. You need to set those as well. So these are some culprits. I'll like to invite Krupali to next slide.
Here I want to explain this matrix. In this you can see like important, non-important, and urgent and non-urgent things. Like there are 4 quadrants. In first you have to put that things which are very important and also urgent. Let's take an example, like we have a due of an assignment, then it's urgent and also important, so we can put that all stuff in that. Then if we want to meet our friend, it is important but it is not urgent, so we can put that things in that quadrant. Here I am going to explain about the time management skill, like make a list. We have to make a list and follow that list, then set a deadline, stop multitasking. Means if we are doing the 2 things together, then we cannot concentrate on each other. Like then delegate the responsibility, use your downtime, reward yourself. If we are doing the small thing, then we have to reward ourselves, then we can do better next time. Then other is the cost your time, goal setting, prioritizing, and scheduling. We have to priorities, like we have to set the priorities of all these things. Then we can do the time management. Then it will be helpful for your goals and achieve your success. Thank you. I want to invite now Ankur for rest of the PPT.
Thank you, Krupali. It's about the time management skills she explained us. And now I'm going to explain the example of how to schedule our timing. So this is the Google Keep, which is the I think everyone using a phone. So it can available in phone and laptop as well. And this can I think is very important thing in in our mobile. So which mostly people are not using, but it's free resource and everybody can use it. Not only this for Android, but it's you can download only iPhone as well. And we can do it here as for the picture, like take picture, recording or anything, most of things. Here we can write our whatever topics for, doesn't matter it's for study, but everything. But I mentioned here the week 8 university program. So what I want to do in week 8, so I have to do the presentation, library book return, and the assignment due also. So I put with date and time and everything here, and make a list whatever we want. And whenever we finish any kind of activity, so just mark here in checkbox. So it automatically going down. So we know what we did and what we need to do. So it's priority, based on date. And also if you want to do this thing, you need to reminder or anything, so you can put by pin on the top. So it's showing Google Keep in this thing in on top, so you not forget it whenever if you want to do anything. And also, this option is reminder. If you set your timing or anything, I need to like submit my assignment on 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock something on particular date. So just set timing, and also like if you want to coordinate any kind of meetings or anything, so you can add the person name, email ID or anything here. So that can remind you the like, yes, I have one meeting. It is very important, and it will like alarm or like something ringing and showing like yeah, I have within 1 hour one meeting starting. So just I need to be prepared. So this is very useful application. So as I recommended, my group recommended, so I think we can use it. And the next slide is like I have some benefits of like time management. So if we're doing time management, so end of the day, like people are feeling like stretched, like yeah, it's my due, like my assignment due, and I haven't did anything, and I have like just 1 hour left, and I can't check my plagiarism or anything. So make sure like because of your stress, you can't do anything after within 1 hour. So make sure like if you're planning everything starting first to end, so you can like reduce stress and also like balance your life. So don't need to like divert on the one thing to another, like not do multitasking. So just focus on the one thing at a time and achieve our specific goal. Be more confident on whatever we did. We just don't need to believe on the someone else word. Just believe on us. Like if you have any question, just there is also like tutor available. Ask them for the confidence, and also like boost esteem. Like if we're not confident ourselves, so we can't believe on someone else. Like if it doesn't matter is next student or anything brilliant student, but like if we by self not confident, we can't do anything and increase our productivity. So if we're doing everything like on time, so we can do the regular things, so we can make a speed, and also like we can get success from using that kind of benefits. Here I bring this study period plan from the CQ website for you guys, in which I have already delivered to you in handouts. You can check your third page. You can take it from there and you can use it. So as per your I think mostly you have 4 subjects, so you can put your subject code or either name, and from the first week, if you have any assignment submission, anything important, so set there and just write here, and make sure like you can put on wall of your room or anything, and also like whenever you have like any timing or anything, just mention here, and if you following everything by on time, so end of the 12th week, you are the happiest person. Like I did everything on time, everything. I haven't deduct any marks because of my late submission or plagiarism, anything. So this thing is very, very helpful. So that's why just we thought like we need to deliver to you, and you can use it, and it's on the last page. So you can just take from them and you can use for the further study as well. And the end of the like conclusion here, the one of the authors, they say like managing your time without getting priorities like shooting random. Here the thing is like if your aim is not set and you're doing whatever thing like yeah I'm doing best and best, but your aim is not set what I want to do, so you can't do anything. You can't do it. And if you did anything, it's what for you? It's nothing beneficial for you. And lastly, like using like most of sentence like I don't have a time at the moment. As Yagnik explained you in the first introduction, like I don't have a time in the 4th generation. So if we not spend time for us management, so we can't do any further. And better than like this conclusion, I personally give like one of the real life example which Palmer gives you, and which is very important and which can conclude like all our presentation, and I think is never forgettable. So I'm welcome to Palmer to give a real life example, and please come forward to here because the practical is going on that table. Thank you, Palmer.
Ladies and gentlemen, we already know how important our time is. It's about the greatest asset of our human existence. time is a very important factor. Everybody's got 24 hours in a day, the rich, the poor. Whatever level, your social life, your social status in the society, you've got 24 hours. How you manage it is very, very important. Again, we've got only one life to live. How you make use of the opportunities that come your way matters a lot. The outcome of your targets and goals. If you forget all the explanations and illustrations made by my other colleagues in regards to managing your time, I was taught that one of the best ways to retain memory is through pictures. So you will be patient with me a little to explain to you how managing your time can ultimately give you great success in life. This is a glass bottle. This represents our life. Now, there are things you bring into your life. And what you bring in determines the outcome or the result you're going to get. And how you prioritize your life, how you make the most of the time and opportunities and resources you have, determine the outcome of your life ultimately. These items are put on this jar. They are golf balls. I will explain to you what each item represents. Just be patient with me. Now, can I ask you a question? Is this bottle full?
No.
It's not full. Is it full now?
No.
Okay. Let me show you something else. Just be patient. Now, if I add this to this bottle, is it full now?
No.
Okay. Let me add something. This is sand. The other one is pebbles. Oh, clean it up. Is this bottle full now?
Yes.
Yeah, this bottle is full. I'm going to add something more. I'm going to reduce this a little. Now look at this. I guess the bottle is full now, right? Yeah. Now, this bottle represents our lives. The golf balls represent the important and critical issues of your life. The pebbles represent some other associative issues of your life. For instance, talking about the golf ball, you have passions, you have dreams, you have careers to pursue, you have a family, you have your health to manage. These are some of the critical or important responsibilities of your daily life. And these help to ensure your success in life. The next one are your pebbles. For instance, you have a car, you dream to have a good job, and you have the job, and all those kind of things that help beautify life. These are the pebbles. And the last one is the sand. The sand are actually the trivial issues of our lives that are insignificant. But yet, the sand is still a part of our life. How do I mean? Now, if you put the sand in the bottle before you put the golf ball and the pebbles, I'm very sure you reckon with me that you will never get a space to bring in the golf balls and the pebbles. Am I right?
Yes.
Very correct. So that is to mean that how you prioritize your life determine the outcome you're going to get ultimately. So you are not going to use the trivial things of life, bring them into your life first before you bring in important things. No. You must learn how, with respect to time management, how to prioritize life, how to prioritize activities, how to prioritize every of your responsibilities. These are very important. If you prioritize rightly, the minor things will still come in, but it will just be trivial because they are part of your life. It could be some distractions on your path as you journey on in life. This might be just the sand. But if you allow the sand first before you bring in the pebbles and the golf balls, then you're going to get distracted and you're never going to get to your ultimate goal. What about the drink I just poured in a cup of water? It's all encompassing and they are all very important. If I am going to be busy about my life and getting, achieving goals and dreams and all those stuff, also remember, as full as of these responsibilities are, there's also a time for leisure. You must also create that time when probably you hang out with friends, probably you socialize, and have a moment of reflection of your successes and then those ones you want to also achieve in the future. Remember this. If you forget all that we've said today, don't forget one thing, that your life is like this bottle. That everything, whatever you bring into your life, will ultimately decide your success, your achievement, and your ultimate benefits in life. This is very important. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, this might be an opportunity to ask.
I cried.
I'm not you. You.
What?
Or have you rendered everyone speechless now? Who considers themselves to be a good time manager? No one. No one? It is hard to maintain a strict time management system.
It's like to become a robot. But some people think that, in my opinion, to have a strict timeline is becoming a robot. So I don't want to become a robot, but I also want to be successful. This thing, if you consider it like, if you have a strict timeline, at the 5 you have to go home, at the 6 you have to go home, at the 6 you have to do that, at the 7 you have to do that. It's like being a robot. So I don't want to become a robot. I want to enjoy my life also. I want to be not stressful that I have to complete this thing by this time. So this is also increasing the stress in my life by making it time restricted.
I want to comment, but it's the group's turn first. What do you have to say in response to that?
Yeah, when you're talking about being strict about your time, being want to actually achieve those essential responsibilities of your life, I think that there's always a balance in life. You cannot ultimately strike that balance without being able to marry that important core values of your life with those other trivial ones, just like I said earlier. For instance, you've got assignments to write, you've got exams to write, you've got your studies to do, your studying to do, but then you also have a social life to balance this whole up. So that because education, coming to class is not only one way of learning. Interacting with people, meeting, sharing ideas, and then also probably visiting sites is one of the ways you also improve your knowledge. There are so many things that teach us in society that even classrooms doesn't teach us. So it's very essential for people to be able to balance all these many differences, all these many issues that comes your way. You know, it's just like in life, there are so many voices you hear, and none of them is without significance. So but the important point is, how do you filter this out to know the ones that are important at this point in time? Some others might be important, but the time might not be right for you to actually take a hold of them. So for the ones that are important for you now, get the most of them. It's just like a student saying that my desire right now is to own a private jet. That is not your priority right now. Your priority right now is that how should I go through my studies, have the best grade, and then afterwards you can begin to think of, okay, in so time, like, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do that. But there are procedures in life, and you must be able to follow them as they come your way. And you must be able to balance between responsibilities and leisure. Are you okay?
That's a unique point that a lot of people don't consider. When we think about time management, we usually only think about work, don't we?
Yeah.
But not all those other important experiences that form our experiences and make up our lives. And you know, it is all part of it. So I think that's a good point. Yeah, I'm sort of proud of myself this week. I've had a lot of marking, and for once I've been keeping up with things. And it's not easy to be consistent with time management, but even as something as simple as what Ankur handed out, you know, a schedule. And I mean, I know that that's in a university context, but even in your life, how often do people come up with a good plan on the weekend? You know, and think, okay, what am I going to do with these 12 waking hours I have today when I don't have to come to school? And oh wow, I can even do it on Sunday as well. You know, if you're not working, of course. Maybe you can be a bit creative, thinking about bear this in the back of your mind the next time, even in a leisure situation, not just for your work. For your work as well, though, I noticed Coit 20249 was in the example of the screenshot, and I can understand that because of the vast number of assignments in this course. Yeah, I do know how it feels. Believe it or not, there used to be even more several semesters ago. So this is a great example of something that requires time management. All right, Greg, thank you so much for the original way of looking